Yeah, man, boxing is lit this weekend. It actually started yesterday on Friday, so you got a lot of great matchups, man. From Teofimo Lopez last night, he just got a UD, and of course you got cards from Matchroom and PBC. So I'm going to specifically talk about the headlines, the headliners. Um, this video, I'm going to talk about and break down my prediction and analysis of Oscar Rivas versus Dillian Whyte, and then I'll do another video regarding Keith Thurman versus Manny Pacquiao. So us talk about Oscar Rivas versus Dillian Whyte. Um, Rivas, and watching his last fight versus Brian Jennings, who he stopped in the last round, 12th round stoppage. You know, Rivas has a good pedigree. His background, his amateur background, is great. You know, um, his particular style. He's from Colombia, and if you look at, I was checking out some of his, his record on BoxRec. You know, you look at his attributes, right? Orthodox fighter, 6 feet, 76 inch reach, or 76 and a half reach. So Rivas, comes from the Colombian background, and he likes to he likes to work on the inside. He basically find his range and try to work your midsection, and then he his style is he's a midsection to head kind of fighter. So he'll work the body and then go up. Most fighters, they go up and then go to the body, but he likes to work the body and go up. So, but he likes to get in range to do that. Especially with his last fight with Brian Jennings. Um, Something I just recently found out is that Rivas, he beat Andy Ruiz in the amateurs, that's actually pretty damn good. There was only two folks of notable folks that beat Andy Ruiz in the amateurs, and that was Rivas and this guy Robert Alfonso from Cuba. Cuba. Um, so Rivas is definitely no soft touch. Rivas could be Andy Ruiz. He could, form an upset. You know, and of course Rivas is somebody you don't want to take lightly. He's undefeated, 26 wins, 18 knockouts. So he's someone that you definitely don't want to take lightly. Now, on Dillian Whyte, on the other hand, ever since his loss to Anthony Joshua, he has been on a tear. He has been on a winning streak. You know, um, White has got some great folks on his resume since his loss to Anthony Joshua. I would say his most notable win has been Joseph Parker and Chisora. The Chisora rematch, and so he has beaten a lot of top guys. You know, especially those two guys right there, and he definitely deserved a WBC title shot a while ago, since last year, I would say, since 2018. Ever since he beat Joseph Parker, he deserved a title shot at the WBC. And so now they're saying that Mauricio Suleiman is saying that, this fight between Oscar Rivas and Dillian Whyte is the WBC eliminator. So whoever wins this fight will get a title shot. Supposedly. But we'll see. So, Dillian Whyte, man, he especially with his last fight, and of course you have to go by their last fight. Dillian Whyte, he likes to set his opponents up with his left hook. Right? That's his money punch, his left hook. When he fought Chisora, he waited. He was very patient in that fight. Waited for Chisora to kind of shoot his load, and then after he shot his load, he set Chisora up with the left hook, and he was out of there. So with this fight with Rivas, I see this thing going one or two ways, right? I see Rivas, his work rate is going to be much better than Whyte, but he's not going to be as accurate. So he's going to throw more punches. Rivas will throw more punches, but Rivas more than likely will not be as accurate. He'll probably be, he'll end up hitting Whyte's arms and elbows, stuff like that. Rolling punches, slipping punches sometimes. So I don't see him as being as accurate as Whyte. I see Whyte working off the jab, and I see Whyte trying to set up Rivas with a counter left hook or an uppercut, to offset Rivas, right? And that's what I see. So I'm leaning towards Whyte because he can use his physicality, his reach, his height, and he can kind of tame Rivas at bay. And with the work rate that Rivas has, and again, he'll throw a lot of punches, but won't be accurate. And so I see Whyte. I see Dillian Whyte winning by points. Now these guys can more than likely knock each other out, right? I can see that, but I see more patience coming from Whyte. I see Whyte being a lot more patient and trying to set up Rivas with a counter left hook or an uppercut. Just working off the jab, but just countering Rivas and kind of timing Rivas coming in as Rivas is throwing punches. So I'm going the more conservative, safe route. I'll say Whyte on points. It's definitely going to be a close fight. I just see that Rivas will throw more punches, but the judges will be persuaded to, especially close rounds, I see that the judges will be persuaded to go with Whyte's direction with the fight. Yeah, that's how I see it, man. I see a close decision for Whyte to win the fight. And a lot of people are saying Whyte is distracted with trying to call out Deontay Wilder and his beef with the WBC and stuff like that. That's true, but Whyte has been kind of like that for 2 years. He's been complaining about the WBC for 2 years and calling out Wilder. So it's a distraction, yes, but it really hasn't affected his performance in the ring. In my opinion. So this whole thing about him, looking past Rivas, he'll come in tomorrow. He'll come in tonight, and I think most definitely he'll be focused and he'll pull out the victory on points. And so I see Whyte winning this fight. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if either one of these guys would knock each other out. I wouldn't be surprised if Rivas knocks out Whyte or Whyte knocks out Rivas. But I'm going with Dillian Whyte on points with a close fight, and it could be controversial as well. But I think Whyte can pull it off. So those are my thoughts and analysis on the fight. Leave your comments down below. Let me know who you guys will picking to win for Whyte and Oscar Rivas. All right, family. I know it's been a while since I posted a video under my GMOG Sports TV channel. I'll try to do more videos. All right, family. Until next time, Chauncey signing out. Peace.